Hello mirrors. So today I wanted to do a pick a card reading for what you should expect in 2021, what kind of energies are coming in. I haven't done anything like this far in advance, so it should be really interesting to see what comes up. If you're new here, go ahead and add me. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you added to my family. And if you're interested in a private reading, that information will be in the description box. You can also go straight to whatever pick a card. If you can go to the description box or the comments and click directly on the timestamp and it will take you there. If you're new here, I do want to describe my channel a little bit and how it differs from other tarot channels. My readings are primarily focused on law of attraction, specifically I would say Neville Goddard's philosophy of law of attraction. You can manifest whatever reality you want. You are a limitless being. It's just simply aligning your beliefs, your thoughts, and your actions to manifesting that particular reality. So when you come to my readings, I would really like you to be empowered and inspired to make changes, especially within your mind and your belief system, to align yourself with the reality that you want. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on the reading. This is pile 1. This is Hematite. Sorry, couldn't remember for a second. And this is Sugilite. They look very similar. The second one, we have 2 Carnelians. And then the third one, we have these 2 Leopard Jaspers. So if you feel drawn to more than one pile, you are free to listen to however many you feel drawn towards. But let's get started with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. Let's see what 2021 holds for you. What kind of energies, what you can expect. We have Into the Woods, Stranger in a Strange Land, New Experiences, Feeling Uncertain, Transition Zone. Follow Your Heart. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. We have Change. A fiery climax approaches. The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, it's in the reverse. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Justice. 10 of Spears, and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. A lot of really interesting energies here. We do start off with this Into the Woods card about new experiences. This is what I really picked up on. I feel like 2021 is going to be a whole new world for you. You're going to be experiencing things like that you've never even dreamt of. So this could be taking on a new career for some of you guys, are finding that you're really enjoying a hobby that you didn't think was really a fit for you. Maybe you pick up a paintbrush and you start painting and you just realize you have a knack for it. Some of you guys might actually be moving to a completely different place, which is with the Stranger in a Strange Land. With the part that says transition zone and change, you definitely are going to be going through major shifts this year in 2021, and it's for the better because all these cards are just overwhelmingly positive. With the 5th chakra in the reverse, I find this very interesting. So we have it over here with Follow Your Heart. So to me, these cards together talk about this year is going to be a time for you to focus on your heart energy and not so much talking so much. And I also think of the throat chakra sometimes even being overly related to logic when it's blocked, or over analyzing. So this year you're going to really want to, this next year I should say, you're really going to want to get in alignment with your intuition versus overthinking. You might want to think a lot before you speak. You want to go in the direction your heart guides you, what you feel is right, what you feel is, what feels good, like follow your bliss. So some of you guys I'm hearing are in like a communications field, and you might actually be shifting out of that. It might be that some of you guys are going to be in a more intuitive field, or just like I said, doing more intuitive things. We have playfulness, which I pulled these in terms of romance, but it could also be anything in general. This is about your inner youthful spirit, your natural lightheartedness. Like I said, with follow your heart, this is more about what feels blissful to you, what feels good to you, not so much what is expected of you. And understand that when you follow your heart and when you move forward with your intuition and not so much your logical mind, you're guided by the divine. As long as you're feeling playful and lighthearted, and you're, you know, like I said, I'm really picking up on think before you speak right here. I think in 2021, your words are going to be extremely powerful. So when you do speak, it's very important that your words align with your actions, and also that you're saying things from a heart space, from a space of love and of light and wanting to move forward. Change did come in the reverse. So for some of you guys, there might be a little bit of a resistance, but I see like it's going to change with the seasons. As you can see in this card, that whenever it's time to shift, try not to be resistant to it. I know that's easier said than done, but I do feel like, you know, maybe towards the middle end of the year, that change is going to be very obvious, and you're going to be very aligned with it. You're not going to be so resistant to it. You're going to be accepting and ready to walk down this path. We have this person walking down a path, and we have this person here walking down a path. There's a direction you are meant to go, and maybe you don't feel this way. Maybe you've never felt like there's a specific path. This year, 2021, you're definitely going to find your path. You're going to find your stride, and you're going to start working and walking towards things that actually make sense to you on a spiritual level. And then with the fiery climax approaches, this is the end of the year energy. This is what I'm feeling for this one. Full moon in Aries. So you might be in Aries, dealing with an Aries. Our Aries energy can be really important to you. But in this case, you are going to feel so passionate by the end of the year. Like I said, there might be a little bit of resistance at the beginning, especially like this feeling uncertain kind of energy. But by the end of the year, you're going to be so in your element. You're going to be passionate. You're going to wake up with excitement. You're going to look forward to each day, and it's going to feel really right to you, and it's going to feel really aligned to your purpose. Again, you're divinely guided. This is Akasha too, so some of you guys might want to look into the Akashic records. We have Justice, and we have 10 of Spears, and we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So wow, this to me is super obvious and super clear message here. Justice is about the energy that you put in is going to be returned to you. 10 of Spears is putting in a ton of energy. It's overexerting yourself. It's kind of putting all of your eggs in every basket you can. But the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is getting out of the cold here, getting out of this lack. Okay, so basically you might take on quite a bit this year. This is also a double message of don't take on more than what you can handle, because we have playfulness here. We have follow your heart. We have this light-hearted energy. So you want to only pick up the wands that are relevant to you, that make sense to you, and understand that even if you don't see a return right away, like we're in a society that is obsessed with instant gratification. The universe is really warning you, don't get caught up in that, but also don't take on more than what you can handle. There's a delicate balance there, but you're going to be rewarded, okay? By the end of this year, you're going to really feel like you're starting to prosper, that maybe some of you guys might have been dealing with financial troubles, and by the end of the year, or I don't even want to say by the end of the year, because this does encompass the whole year, but at some point of this year, of 2021, I should say, you're going to really feel like you're supported both physically and spiritually, also emotionally, mentally, and all of those kinds of things. But primarily, you're really getting on your spiritual path and taking on what actually feels good. What I really feel is by the end of this year and throughout the year, you're going to feel so passionate. You're going to feel so alive and so motivated to move towards taking the steps that you need to. It's not going to feel like you're being pulled or forced or like other people are influencing your decisions. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell and it'll let you know whenever I post new videos. If you're interested in a private reading, your first question will be $5. You'll get a 10 to 15 minute video, and then it'll be $7 for every question after that. The information is in the description box, but that is it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 2. Let's see what 2021 holds in store for you. Golden gift. Magical help is on the way. Positive change. For yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. Sacred wisdom. Expect powerful change. All tied up in the reverse. The crumbling. What are you clinging onto? The Six of Cups in the reverse. Judgment. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this is already very similar to pile 1. I'm kind of surprised here. That does sometimes happen with pick a card readings where we're globally going through so much stuff that you may actually, we may actually all be aligned, kind of like 2020 has been a very similar year for a lot of people. We start off with magical help golden gift magical help is on its way. So you're definitely getting more magical this year. Maybe you're getting into law of attraction. You're starting to see that you have more ability to shift your reality, to shift your focus, to shift everything than you thought before. Perhaps in the past, especially this year, you may have been feeling like you were tied to things, like you were forced to be a certain way, like you were just kind of rolling with the punches, going with the flow, but the flow was always chaotic and crazy. This year, you're going to start controlling this flow. You're going to start moving towards the things that you want and knowing that you're the driving force behind it. You may be actually speaking to spirit guides, speaking to higher dimensional energies, going into yourself and your intuition, and maybe even some of you guys are actually doing magic and getting into magic this year. If you're already into that, this is a good time to really put a lot of energy. Of course, we have all tied up coming up in the reverse, getting out of limiting thoughts, and it goes right along with free yourself. I just shuffled these randomly, so it's kind of funny how these came out. We have another synchronicity of positive change and expect powerful change. Okay, so definitely change, which also, guys, came up in pile 1. So again, if you were interested in pile 1, check it out. But with free yourself and all tied up in the reverse, very similar meaning. You are getting out of the binds that you yourself have set, okay? And you're understanding this. You're taking responsibility. You're not sitting there blaming everybody else and everything else for where you are in life right now. There's something that I was told a long time ago, I'd say about 6-7 years ago, as longer than that, maybe 8 years ago, when I was working through my mental wounds, and I was told that where you are right now and the things that have happened to you, they're not your fault, but you do have the responsibility of changing them. So, you know, you may have had a messed up childhood. You may have been treated badly in a job. You may have been down on your luck. You may have dealt with external factors, okay, that did affect your life thus far. But in 2021, you're going to say, okay, that's all fine and well, but I am the manifestor of my reality. I'm taking control of this, because it's more important that I move towards what I want than to stay a victim. You're no longer in a victim mentality. You're taking off these binds, you're freeing yourself, you're moving forward, you're accepting positive change. And not only is that change positive, it's powerful. This is the new moon and eclipse. You're going to have powerful, powerful changes in your life, very big ones. And this is going to be extremely abundantly clear by the end of the year that the changes that you've worked towards on an energetic level are going to start showing up in real life, starting to show starting to show your actual physical manifestations. The crumbling, what are you clinging onto? This is the Tower card. Again, change. We have 3 cards of change here. Actually 4 if you consider all tied up in the reverse as change, which I do, and even free yourself. So massive, massive change, guys. This is the clearest reading I've ever done on change happening. If you picked this deck for 2021, expect the end of next year to not look anything like this year. But what are you clinging on to? It's time to break down the foundations. This really goes along with all tied up to not break down the foundations, break down the things which don't have a firm foundation, which aren't real. I'm really picking up on this card. You can see this tower that's here and the lightning that's striking this tower. But you see in the middle there, you see all this lush greenery and beautiful flowers and growth. There's potential there, but you need to break down the things that you're clinging to. And this goes for everything, okay? Something that you may not hear a lot, especially when it comes to law of attraction. I mean, that's not true. A lot of speakers do talk about attachment, but you don't want to be overly attached to outcomes. Even if you are visualizing and you're working towards these outcomes, you need to allow the universe to give you this however is the best way for you, because the universe, the universal flow, that energy knows better than your your tied up human mind does. But I think once you allow yourself to release this, you're going to gain so much wisdom. You're going to understand why things have happened in the past and where to go from here. You're going to not look at the past as obstacles, as negativity, as I don't remember if I said this in pile 1 or for you, but in a victim mindset. You're no longer going to see it that way. You're going to appreciate the things that have happened and seen what has gone on as something sacred, as something beautiful, and you're going to be really thankful for it. Your intuition is going to open up. You are going to see signs and synchronicities everywhere is what I'm hearing, and you're really going to understand which path to take, what is the best thing for you to do, instead of maybe wondering, maybe not knowing for sure, which might be where you are right now. We have the 6 of Cups and the reverse Judgment, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So these cards tell a story to me about healing wounds, specifically childhood wounds. With the 6 of Cups in the reverse, a lot of you guys did have childhood trauma, which you may or may not remember. Oftentimes our minds block out the trauma in order to protect us. And this is something that might have happened for you. This might be what the sacred wisdom is about, but you're freeing yourself from childhood. You're no longer defining yourselves by what happened during childhood, maybe what your parents told you, maybe what childhood bullies, the labels they put on you, what expectations society has had on you. You're letting go of those things. You're allowing them to crumble. And because of that, you are awakening. You're going to the next level. You're ascending in a very, very big way. Because look, I mean, we have Judgment. Expect powerful change for yourself. Crumbling, positive change, all tied up. All of these things are about awakening, about moving forward, about opening up. But this Queen of Cups in the reverse, to me, this is a warning. You want to really make sure that you're in control of your emotions. Oftentimes when trauma comes up, we will be very reactionary. Understand that when trauma does come up, like a trigger response and that kind of thing, it is an opportunity to heal every single time. And this is something I've personally working with. So hopefully you can take into account as well. Queen of Cups, she takes all of these emotions. She doesn't deny any of it. She processes it, and she's calm and collected. She's peaceful no matter what. Within the reverse, I do feel like you are going to go through times where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel like you're just, like I said, very triggered, very things remind you of the past of childhood. But if you take this and you understand it is an opportunity to allow whatever is not meant to be there to crumble and to get you out of your limitations and to help you expand so you can free yourself, you can make huge changes in your life, you're going to be really accepting. And I see with time, it's going to become easier and easier and easier. Look into dialectical behavioral therapy if this is something that you struggle with. It is an amazing, amazing psychological tool to help you process your emotions, cope in a healthy way, and just to respond in a way that's actually beneficial to yourself and to others, and like in a very logical but also validating way. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I post new videos. Check out my other timeless readings. There is a playlist on my page. And yeah, that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 3. Let's see what 2021 has in store for you. The first two piles had a similar message, so we'll see if the collective is all going through the same stuff in 2021, or you guys are the wild card pile. Okay, Acorns, Invitation, Touch, Exchange, Connection, Health and Healing, Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Abundance. The energy is gaining momentum. A woman holding a heart. Yes, just say yes. The Devil in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse, and Strength. Okay, so you guys are a little bit more of a wild card, although the prevailing theme of change is definitely happening. But I mean, who are we kidding? And we're looking into an entire year. It's not surprising that change is coming up so much in this reading. For you guys, if you've picked this pile, you're definitely going more into a romantic, like, love vibration, or at least getting in touch with your heart space more than the other piles, because we start off with Acorns, Touch, which is about intimacy, and then a woman holding a coin. So this year might be a really big year for a deepening of a relationship, a new relationship, overcoming maybe past traumas in love that you never thought you were going to, opening up to new love, maybe an engagement, a wedding, that kind of thing. But it could also be that you are getting in a energy where you're connecting to others more, where you're aligning yourself to being able to be receptive to people's energy that they want to give to you, and vice versa. Of course, we have Health and Healing, Forgiving and Learning. Both of those, I like the kind of like and in the middle. I don't know why, but I just picked up on that. Health and Healing and Forgiving and Learning. These two do go hand in hand. So like I was saying, some of you guys will be getting over maybe an ex or past trauma, especially with this Devil in the reverse, and you're going to be healing. Some of you guys might be really taking your body into account this year in 2021, maybe starting a new workout routine, eating healthier, that kind of thing, doing something that is really good for your physical body. With Forgiving and Learning, you're not only going to be working on forgiving others, but also yourself. You're going to be more present with yourself, giving yourself more unconditional love. We have the Yes card here, Just Say Yes. So one thing I want to point out with this card is every time it comes out, I like to say, if you are thinking about anything in particular as you listen to this reading, the universe is validating that, and it's confirming that yes, you're correct about that. So that's for some of you guys. For other ones, this is specifically about taking opportunities. So because we manifest our reality, when opportunities come into our lives, it's not just a random throw of the dice. Okay, it's not like Granted, it needs to be in alignment with you and not like, here's the opportunity to do some hard drugs, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about, even if it's out of your comfort zone, if something comes into your reality, you've manifested that, and that is an opportunity. Are you going to suffer if you don't take that opportunity? Probably not. But taking that opportunity is going to propel you forward in your healing. It's going to propel you forward in your learning, in your ability to learn and forgive. And then we have abundance right after that. So this year is a really good year for prosperity, for actually attaining wealth, for attaining abundance in all areas of life, because obviously abundance is not just money, it's not just material items, it's abundance in everything. Especially I'm hearing in your heart and feeling very fulfilled in what you do and what you say and what you think and what you believe. It's just a overall feeling of having more than what you need and not having to worry where the next bit is coming from. And like I said, not just money, everything else, especially with love, because we start off with these two very strong love cards. The energy is gaining momentum. So what I'm getting really from this is that by the end of this year of 2021, not 2020, by the end of next year, you're going to be working towards something. You're going to start something in 2021, maybe a project, just life in general. It doesn't have to be one thing. It could be many, many things. You're going to start seeing these coins kind of trickle in, the abundance trickle in, and it's going to be gaining momentum. Like it's going to increase and increase and increase, and you're going to start seeing those trickles become streams, become waterfalls. So by the end of the year, you may not be like, you know, a millionaire or have the perfect relationship or any of that, but you're going to see that you are increasing, that things are becoming more and more abundant and more like a bigger amount than what you even need or expected. And so what I'm hearing is 2021 is just the beginning for you guys. With the Devil in reverse, that's wonderful. Temperance in the reverse and Strength. Okay, so a couple of notes here. So the Devil in reverse is very obvious, especially here with forgiving and learning. You're getting out of these attachments to people, to things, to belief systems, to whatever it is you're ready to let go of. And with Temperance in the reverse, there could be a lot of impatience here, okay? Understand that forgiving, learning, healing, all of this, it's a balance. It's a alchemical process. It doesn't happen right away. That might also be why energy is gaining momentum, is coming up at the end. This is advice to understand that with Temperance, you're going back and forth. You are putting some energy here, you're putting some energy there, you're seeing how it works out, you're allowing things to unfold, you're not rushing so much, you're not thinking, oh, if I start this business venture, it's going to go off with a bang and it's going to be perfect. I mean, it's okay to have that feeling and to manifest with that, but understand that you're always going to have to shift. You're always going to have to make adjustments, and that's totally fine. And it's part of life. It's part of why we're here in the 3D. It's part of living and learning and growing, okay? And so you're going to have some strength during this time. Now, the Strength card is always interesting to me because she has this lion's mouth in her hand and she's kind of taming the instinct. The instinct will be for instant gratification. The instinct will be for wanting things to happen right away and pushing really hard and maybe doing quite a lot at a time, especially when we're talking about massive amounts of abundance and all of that. You want to let it happen kind of slowly, build momentum, and let things occur as they're meant to. Take opportunities as they come, release whenever it's time to release, forgive, and learn from every situation. Whether you perceive it as good or bad, understand it's an opportunity to heal and connect more to yourself and to others. So 2021, you're going to be learning, more patience, more internal strength, more control over your instincts, more control over your desire to go, 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 or force things. You're not going to have to. And I feel like by the end of the year, you're going to really have a grasp of what that truly means for you. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to let you know when I post new videos. If you want to check out my other timeless pick a card readings, I do have a playlist. And if you're interested in a private reading, it'll be $5 for your first question and $7 after that. You will get a 10 to 15 minute video per question. But that is it, guys. I love you.